Hi yogis, welcome back to Kimmery Yoga, day 4 of our Quickie mini abs series. Let's just start in easy pose. Baby Shanti's joining us again, and her snaggle teeth. She's the cutest thing in the world. So starting in easy pose, taking palms to face down on the knees, just take a few moments here. Remembering that although we're working on our core and our abs, that we want to make sure that our practice is still mindful. So take a moment to tune into your breath. Remembering that we take this time, even though it's just a short bit of time for this video, to care for ourselves, to nurture our bodies and our minds, to slow down. Let's take one more breath here. And then we're going to come just right into a forearm plank pose. So let's have those fingertips face straight ahead. Your forearms are parallel to each other, reaching your feet to the back of the room, the back of the mat, and keeping those feet all the way together. That'll help us transition into our next pose for today. So as always, when we're in a plank pose, navel pulls to spine. What's really important here, I mentioned in the first video that we did that not only the core is not only just the abdominals, but also the low back and glutes. That provides you that stability for your entire body. So if your hips are here, you're not really getting the most out of this, and that can really strain your low back. So be sure to lift so that the hips aren't sinking down, navel pulls to spine. Keeping the neck long, crown of the head reaching for the wall in front of you, not gazing to the toes. And let's just keep holding here. So we want you to pull that navel back even tighter. Try to soften as much as you can through the mouth and the face, wherever tension is not necessary in the body. Take one more breath here. Lift those hips just a slight bit higher. And then slowly lower down. So right here, let's just come into a Sphinx pose. Keeping fingers spread wide. Your elbows are right up along the sides of your body. Point your toes. Reach the toes back. And almost as if you're pulling the mat or the carpet back, pull back. And as you can see, that creates a length and opening through the neck, through the chest. Make sure you're not falling into shoulders. One more breath here. And then we're going to transition to a side plank on forearms. So keeping those legs together again, tuck toes under, and let's lift back up. Take your left fingertips to face the right elbow. Rolling to the left, stacking the feet. You can bend the bottom knee if you want, and the right arm to the sky. So in maybe video 2, I believe, or video 1, we did kind of this type of thing, but now we're just gonna hold. So focus on pressing here so you're not falling into that neck and shoulder on the left. The hips stay lifted, again, not here, but up, engaging the obliques. You can gaze up to the top hand or keep the head straight, keeping the belly pulled back. And maybe you want to lift that top leg or do something a little fancy with the top leg. So again, we're just going to hold here. Focus on that core, navel to spine, hips lift up. Taking one more breath here. And then let's lower back down. And this time, just for a brief rest, reach your arms back by your sides and turn your head to one side. Let the shoulders melt forward. Let the upper body soften. Belly and low back relax. And then bring your hands by your chest. Let's press back to a child's pose. Just for a moment here, keeping those arms all the way forward. Letting the forehead rest on the mat. With those arms forward and your sit bones way back onto heels, it provides a nice opening and stretch through the chest and the armpits. One more breath here. And then we'll switch sides for our side forearm plank. So I'm going to face this way. Spreading fingers nice and wide. Again, keeping forearms parallel to each other, fingers spread wide, feet all the way together. And again, get yourself really stable here first, so no sinking hips. And then let's take right fingertips to left elbow. Roll to the right, stacking the feet or maybe bending bottom knee, left arm to the sky. Again, hips lift up. Gazing to the sky or straight ahead. Maybe again doing something fancy, top leg, just an option here, being kind of playful, lifting hips way up. Pressing strong into that right forearm so you're not falling or collapsing into the right shoulder. And just keep that awareness with the core. Try to keep that breath nice and full and long. And one more breath here. And then turning back to the mat. Again, just take a brief rest here. Bring your arms by your sides. Turn your head to the other side. Close your eyes just for a brief rest. And again, hands by the chest. Press back to a just little mini child's pose. Just to be able to stretch and open out through the chest and the armpits. Taking one more breath here. And then coming back up. So yogis, let's go into a modified boat pose. We're going to do a little variation of boat that we haven't done yet. So finding those sit bones, starting with hands behind the knees, tipping back to balance effortlessly, shoulders stay soft, and not just the navel. I want you to think of taking the full length of the belly from right below the rib cage to right to the top of the pubic bone. Pull it all the way back to the spine. Try to lift chin and chest so there's not rounding through the spine, or as little as possible. A soft grip on the knees. And then let's see if we can add arms, maybe overhead, maybe forward, maybe even hands behind you if you want a little more support here. You decide what's right for your body. And maybe you'll straighten the legs, or even just lift the toes a little higher to the sky. Again, let your body guide you here. So let's go from here to a low boat. So slowly, imagine you want to lay your body flat on the mat. But before you do, press back up to a high boat. So think of lifting chest towards ankles. Inhale, slowly come down to low boat. And exhale, lift chest to ankles. Let's do 5 more. Inhale. Exhale. 4, inhale. Hands can be behind you for support. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale, navel pulls back. Exhale, lift the chest. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. And last one. Inhale. And exhale. Can you hold here? Can you grab onto the legs? And here's